So we just announced that the movie is going to be released theatrically, but will they still have an effect on the show? Will it be evolving from the characters below the show at all?
Jeff?
Yes. It all ties together. Scott?
I can't answer that question.
Hi guys, thank you for being here. So, my name is Mike, I'm from Nerd News Social. So I just wanted to ask, how much of a shock was it to lose so many characters all in one episode and during the season finale? Because I cried.
Last year?
Season 9, yeah.
Yeah. It was a big deal, for sure. I mean, it's always a big deal when you lose a character on our show, because we are a tight-knit family, and you always kind of see their storyline. You have an idea where storylines are going to go. So when people die on the show, which they do all the time, as you know, it's always a big deal. You know, it changes the dynamic in the room. You know, you get rid of the sofa, everyone's on chairs. It's a different dynamic. You know? So.
The pure furniture analogy.
I was impressed with that analogy
Did you
myself.
like that?
Yeah.
I had a coffee.
I've never even heard that one before. That was good.
But in this world, just be sure, everybody is furniture.
It makes a difference. It always makes a difference. Of course it does.
And it always resonates as well. So, like, just because, you know, when we came in, we'd obviously lost a huge character, and you still feel the energy of that person there all the time. And so even when we had a big loss last season, episode 15, like, I can't imagine what you guys are going through, because it always feels like it resonates and that person's energy still remains and stays on. So that's kind of cool that that person's always there intertwined in the story somehow.
We spoke to Andrew Lincoln yesterday. I said, you know, it's weird that you're not here at Comic-Con because I don't know where to put my room service charges. I used to always just send to his room like thousands of dollars. And he goes, I want you to know that's the sole reason I love the show.
We checked in the other day, and the people that work at the hotel, who we have a relationship with now after years of being there, our room, everywhere you open up the toilet seat, there's a picture of Andy. You pull down your bed to take it and go to sleep, and there's a picture of Andy. There was hundreds of pictures of Andy all over our room, and we both thought that Andy had something to do with it. It was the hotel staff. Hey, buddy, how are you, man?
I'm still awake.
Hey, good. I'm proud of you.
Now, the journey we saw for the shop of Michonne carries you still. How do you feel for you to see that?
I mean, I found it to be kind of exciting. Didn't you? It was a hell of a way to end the trailer, for sure. And she looked happy, strangely. There's a little glint in her eye having Lucille. Normally, Negan doesn't like to, doesn't want to share Lucille with anyone, but I think that seeing Danai holding it, I thought was kind of apropos for today, especially.
And also, are we going to get you versus Gale this season?
Man, I sure hope so.
That's
That's right. Poor Beta is going to get another beat. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I hope so.
So we were just talking about characters that we lost. Is there a character that you guys were really sad to lose, taking out your connection with the other cast members?
Taking out our connection with
Yeah, so not as Norman saying goodbye to
Andy,
but as Norman saying goodbye to a character in the show that you really
Darren.
liked. Or Darren.
Well, the Rick was a big one.
the Rick.
The Rick and Herschel was a big one. I think, we had a Herschel that year, we had a Rick the other year.
The Maggie.
The Carol was a big one.
The Glenn. The Glenn affected me. The Abraham. Yeah.
The Glenn one was definitely sort of
Yeah, I mean, just that moment.
For him.
Gale, yeah.
Yeah.
Gale was incredible. I remember you and Greg working on that shot, and we all were just talking about it, and I just remember seeing it, and it was the way that Gale reacted was, yeah, that's one of the more beautiful shots of the show, I think.
Yeah, they, the whole time we were in that cell, naked, and there's a little picture of Glenn in that room. There's
Sorry.
Thanks.
I'm sorry too.
So, my question is for the three gentlemen there. The trailer definitely shows there is a dynamic appearing of people are wanting Negan to basically release the bat against the Whisperers, Can you talk about him being it looks like you're reluctantly trying to become Negan again in terms of the badass. And also, can you talk about that dynamic between you and Daryl? Because that was a really awesome scene.
Yeah, we were very excited to do a scene together for one. I'm trying to decide if there's reluctance in Negan becoming Negan. I think in the last, 10 years or so that he's been either in a jail cell or kind of become part of the outskirts of the Alexandria community. I think that there's been changes within Negan. People like Judith have brought out stuff in him, certainly, that the audience has gotten to see. But Negan is always Negan. He's going to always have a sharp tongue. He may not be bashing you across the head with Lucille, but he will certainly stab you with some words. So Negan, when he is getting stretch his legs a little bit at the beginning of the year in 10, stuff that we saw, I think, we've seen in the last season, even in jail, I don't think Negan ever kind of held back his words. But I think that Negan has changed a little bit. People want to say a redemption arc. I don't know if it's much a redemption arc, because I think he's always been kind of who he is. We'll see. There's no real answer to that. I don't think that he's excited for Negan to be Negan. I think he's going to be battling a bunch of things within himself for this season. But as far as getting to do some stuff with Daryl, I think Negan always loved Daryl. There was something about Daryl, even when I had him locked up, that he respected and liked and really wanted to break him. And when he couldn't, he liked and respected him more. And then kind of the reversal of fortunes that we've had since then. It's sort of, Daryl's on the other side of it. But these men have a very parallel path, Daryl and Negan. There's a very kind of parallel life that they've led, and they're both kind of outsiders in this community, and it's kind of fascinating kind of digging into that a little bit, and I hope we explore it more. You got anything to say?
After that long,
I know, I apologize. I found myself going, shut up. I was telling myself to shut up. I'm so fucking sorry. All right, look, I'm the chair, you're the couch.
I think Gerald, I think Gerald and me kind of have a similarity somewhere in there. We have a whole big badass woman and a bunch of dudes with dead faces on them, and there's a whole bunch of them. We might meet the wise ass stuff. I never remember just Gale, to be honest, But I like working with Judith. It's fun.
Long-winded, but fun. Are you sure? Are you fucking sure? Didn't I answer it that last question? All right, I'm gonna be fast.
Easy. I want to know what the process was for you being selected as a DLC character for Tekken 7.
And that's a Gimple question.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a Gimple question. I think I got a call from Gimple saying, you're going to be in Tekken 7. And I was like, cool.
I can't remember if it was like a Kirkland to AMC to me. I was just bleeding. I wish I was in on that conversation because I love that stuff. But I think I just handed off the news. I don't quite know. I know Robert has a better story than I do about it.
I mean, I don't know it.
Yeah. It looks cool. I just saw it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Could you talk a little bit about the voice acting work for it?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it was kind of recreating Negan's the introduction of Negan on the TV show. A lot of the voice work that I did was an absolute verbatim of him coming out of the Winnebago. And then I did added some 3-word kind of in the middle of a fight, smart-assy stuff. Shut up, Jeff.
I was as a voice actor, the guys from Robot Nation could not say enough about Jeffrey.
That was fun.
Jeffrey can't say enough either.
Voice actor, Robot Nation.
Everyone's going on and on and on. I don't know what's going on.
This is Olivia from Wheatonopolis. My question is actually for Cooper.
Wait, Wheatonopolis?
Wheatonopolis, is it Joss Whedon?
Wait, what is it?
Wheatonopolis. Metropolis, Joss Whedon.
Like weed?
No.
He makes fun of me.
It's been a long day. I'm sorry. I first thought you said weed and apples.
And he's giving me shit.
Anyway,
all right. Cooper. Oh, yeah.
The question is for Cooper. Not no.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's weird for me, too.
Okay, as the second or the right hand of the king, what's it like to be without a kingdom? Who are you now?
Oh, kingdom. I think Jerry through and through is a kingdom without needing a kingdom. Kingdom was just everybody. So I mean, if Jerry smiles at you, gives you some cobbler, congratulations, you're in the kingdom. That's how kingdom works. I mean, the whole point is what I love about Jerry is that simple dude, but he knows what he is hard. Like that's why I think he is so happy, and I think it's who's talking? If he's not talking, his phone.
I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry.
No, but I think Jerry's very much of trying to bring the kingdom wherever they go. So I don't think he's lost it. I just think he lost a place that they were keeping together with duct tape. So that's how I see it, and he sees it. That's great. It works together. Right?
Did you say right? Right?
That I can take 6 Advil at once.
I apologize.
I mean, this show's definitely beating me up for sure. But you find your characters' differences with the different people you meet. Like your relationships are always. It's an ebb and flow. It's not just one character the whole time, but the circumstances and the people around you. As you grow as a character, they grow too. So it constantly changes.
I think it's amazing not to get bored.
Yeah.
As an actor, to play the same character I haven't done near what Norman has done, but this is the longest I've been a character ever. Yeah, but I only did like 12 episodes.
But over many years.
Okay, but that doesn't count. Well, I guess what I mean, I was going to give Scott a bunch of credit here, and now I sort of just don't. I think what Scott and Angela have done, and they reinvent your character kind of every year. So the minute you think, okay, I've played that scene enough times, and there's nothing else we can do with this role, suddenly there's a new twist to the character that you find. And I think in the last, few years, I think that we've all gotten to do such different things the following season or halfway through the season are these shifts. So that's awesome as an actor to not get bored, and you don't get bored on this show.
I've gotten pretty good at. I've pulled a few muscles on this show, and I've gotten a lot better at fixing that situation. So yeah, I got better at massaging. I guess that's
That turbo massager thing, what is that?
Oh, the hyper ice.
Oh, the hyper ice.
Yeah,
Guys.
it's so good. It's a massage gun.
You know,
I would go around last season. I was just shooting people with the massage gun, and they didn't know what was happening. And they start getting vibrated, and that was.
It was the best.
I never got it.
I was also going to say because the cast is so massive. You know, we go through a whole season and not work with other actors. So. Our characters have never crossed paths with Negan at all. So, when you do get to an episode or a moment or a scene with a new character that you haven't worked with before, it's this whole new thing. The show opens up again, and you're like, oh, okay, now we're moving over here. So I think that really helps, just how many of us there are. Keeps it interesting. Guys, we have time for last question.
One thing though for this, I'm so sorry, but Mac and Yumiko have a much different story this season than they did last season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the amount of change that happens with you guys between the two,
it's confusing for me. I don't even know anymore how I feel about this one.
Well, it's not done.
Yeah.
But how has that been as far as last season to this season?
Well, it's a relationship, and it's like any relationship. It changes and it evolves, and it because we're changing and evolving as people, and I think it's very true to that we definitely see Magna and Yumiko take a different path and explore what that is. And
So she keeps saying that, but she just messes up.
Not now, guys. Not now.
No, right.
Come on.
And you guys had an intense moment in the trailer.
Yeah. Intensity comes into it, let's say that. Last question with group one right over there.
Yeah, hi. It was announced earlier that this upcoming season will be the last for Danai. So I was just wondering, have you guys accepted that Hurd is remembered as a castmate? Have you pushed it out of your mind completely, or is there still a party process that you're in the middle of?
I've been begging her to stay since we started the season. She's such a strong character, and she's such a sweet lady, and she's fun to work with, and she's always on point. She shows up on set for a tiny scene with a notebook full of notes, and she's, I'm like, what are you doing? But she's a joy to be around. I'm gonna miss her as much as I miss her. She's awesome. I think we all do.
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure,
burn.
definitely.
I'm gonna miss before the roll, just the hyping up, the hype.
No, it's funny because she got that from Andy.
Oh yeah.
Andy
Yeah. And there was a few seasons when it got really catchy.
Yes. By the time I came on, it would take an hour for people to do their signing up.
I came on to the show in the second season, so the court cast was already there, but Danai came on third season, and I was there for that, and to see her go through her whole arc, and even though that was my second season, I had my sea legs by then, and it was weird. I feel like within the show, I kind of grew up with her, and I really enjoyed telling the show stories and really working out with Danai in a lot of ways. And she has some things she's working on now that kind of put her in a writing place. I freaking love it. because I get to see her go through those struggles herself. She told me that you helped her write a letter to Hawaii. Yes, that is true. Yeah, I did some serial work on the side. But she has some amazing things ahead of her. And, we're not completely done with our set.
Ooh, what does that mean?
I mean, I would say we're not completely done with, like, anyone who comes and goes on the show. You guys will see that as it goes on. But she has some amazing things ahead. And in some ways she's suffering like Angela and I suffer, and that's awesome.
She played like every morning in the mega trailer. She blasts music. She's like, you'll go in there like 6 a.m. and you're like, oh, I'll miss that, to be honest.
Love dancing in the morning.
She'll be missed. He just said no one's ever gone.
You just said, will he ever? I can't rule that out. That is what have you seen a little film called When Harry Met Sally? That's how they're going to enjoy it. Yes. I didn't know we had it on the side. Yeah, I mean, the kind of stories that we can tell, the places are getting much, much bigger. Okay, maybe not that specifically,
But maybe. Can't rule it out.
And all of these characters are going to have rich stories that we're going to tell in all sorts of ways.
I do like the way that he and I ended on the show. Like that story arc of like this, and then finally, come on, brother. I love that.
So good, yeah.
It was all right.
And, let's go back to the first question, which is, it's funny, the way that you looked when the bridge blew up, when we were on your face, it's funny, it actually does connect to me all the way back to the way your face looked, the way your expression looked, the way your body looked, when you saw that. That there is a connection. And we're starting to do that to you so much. Why do you keep talking? I'm sorry. But that was a pretty damn fun scene between Carol and Carol in the trailer.
It was great.
Yes.
I was there that day, and I was sitting there reading, just fanboying out over the whole thing. Okay, you guys are always going to be like, I should stop. Oh wait, Jeffrey, this is how you felt.
Here, let me jump in here.
Take us out, Jeffrey.
Will be the last season for tonight. I was wondering if everybody else had kind of accepted that the dates are numbered, or if there's a mourning process, or if it's something you just kind of pushed out of your mind until it happens.
I personally don't think about it.
Understood perfectly on stage when she says once you're in the Walking Dead family, you're in the Walking Dead family forever.
Yes.
And the amazing thing is, we still get together with all the people who, like John Bernthal hasn't been with the show since the second season, and we're still, all of us are stuck with him. We just don't see him on Sunday every day. But Danai will be in our lives forever.
Next. Right?
This
so.
new season, are you guys excited about working in the snow? We did the dead quarters yesterday over there, and we got to walk on ice and deal with frozen walkers. Some more frozen than others. Are you guys excited to be able to walk in the snow? Maybe not be so sweaty. I don't know.
That would be nice. It's much more comfortable, I think. It's easier to stay warmer in winter than it is to stay cool in the summer.
The snow episode last year, that was something that we had such a great time doing. Wanted to do snow for years, so it was a great undertaking. We're still
exploring other kinds of environmental obstacles that we haven't seen before. So there'll be some other new stuff to look at.
There's 12 tornadoes.
Hurricane, earthquake.
Spoiler alert.
Snow tornado?
Snow tornado. Very good.
Sharknado?
Sharknado. Me back.
Zombie
Zombie-nado. Oh, trademark it. Trademark it.
Yeah. Shark sounds good.
Season 9 just really kind of set the bar really high in terms of women kicking ass in the apocalypse. And I'm just wondering if that's something that's going to continue into season 10. You have this amazing villain who's female, and you have these amazing protagonists who are female, and it's the range is it goes all the way down to Cailey, who's just been so phenomenal.
I mean, look at these women who are up here. They're amazing. I would love Cailey to talk a little bit about some of the stuff she's been doing. So she's killing it.
Well, okay, so I had a lot more things to do this season since last season it was my introduction and Judith was just getting used to being older. And this season, you know, she had her sword last season and she's had a lot of training, so I get to do a lot more of that. And that's exciting. But you'll see more of that later.
I also wanted to point out that there's this great thing that you may or may not be aware of called Reframe, which is a partnership between Sundance Institute and Los Angeles. They actually have a set of parameters to determine whether or not a project from a TV show is gender equal. And then season 9 and season 10 of The Walking Dead qualify.
Hi guys, my name is Raquel. I'm representing The Walking Dead Brazil, and my question is actually for Melissa. We've seen since the beginning, Carol lose a lot when it comes to children. First it was Sophia, then Lizzie, and now we have Henry, and she's going through it all over again. How would you say that this will affect her mother's side from now on? Will she still be able to create connections like that?
I am certain that will be explored. But I'm certain also that it has affected her profoundly. And she, I would imagine, almost to the same certain extent that she wants vengeance for what has happened. And it's just unfathomable to her how another mother could do this. So, yeah.
Angela and Brian Hurst. We got the casting news for Gimple. What could you tell us about Gimple?
Say that Gamma is another whisperer. We find out some interesting story about who Gamma is and who she's close to in camp. Definitely, Ada is not used to anybody else having a quote-unquote name since they don't usually name themselves. Dora Birch is a wonderful addition to the cast this season. Some of the investors are showing us her body of work. So it's really great seeing her kind of rise to this very strange new role.
I'll go with that answer. That's good. That's good. That's really good. What else can I add to that? She's great. She's wonderful. I mean, we've just had a little bit of work together so far, but she's phenomenal. She's a wonderful asset to the whole show.
And also, all the other whisperer names are, all the other names are by the Greek alphabet?
They actually usually don't have names at all. It's a very special thing to have to be the alpha, the beta, or now the gamma. Some of them obviously all had names before the apocalypse. Some of them might sneak around and still refer to each other by each other's names, but in general, no names.
So my question is for Melissa, Angela, and Gale. I love the kind of mirroring that Alpha does of Carol and how you have an abuse survivor and an abuser who's how, you know, even reflected in the hair. Carol let her hair grow, she cut hers. Can you talk, I really want to see you guys together and see where you just go at it. Can you talk about working together on that and creating that kind of weird duality there?
I don't know what all I can say. And even by saying that I don't know what I can say, it kind of says something. And that's all I'm going to say. So maybe we can speak to making something.
I'm also like, I want to tiptoe around this a little bit. I'll say that, it's interesting from a writing perspective. We've definitely been delving into just the duality of these two characters and the way that they've had certain paths in life and diverged in terms of what their kind of philosophy of the world is. But they're both two incredibly powerful women who just happen to be on opposite sides of this kind of epic struggle that is happening between our people and the Whisperers. So, there's just some really cool stuff up ahead. I think Melissa is amazing, as is Samantha. So they are formidable forces to go up against each other.
Hey, Eric Gabriel, AFN, we broadcast the Walking Dead to our troops overseas.
Oh, yay.
Being in a military town, interested to know any of you have connections to the military, friends and family, and also what it means to be part of a show that brings entertainment to our troops around the world.
It's really important to me. My cousin is serving in the Navy right now. My mother's first husband was an Air Force pilot who died in the service of our nation. So it's really important to me. And I really love the fact that we seem to be a show that has been embraced by our military in the U.S. and serving abroad, and that makes us all feel really good and so appreciative.
My father was a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine. Yeah. He loves the show. And I'm just proud that we can be a source of entertainment and, or, anything to help the women serve the country.
Yeah, my husband's his father and his grandfather were active military, and many of his cousins and uncles were military as well. So it's also something that's very near and dear to my heart. We had a family that was at Camp Pendleton, just out here. A lot of veterans end up working on our show in various capacities. A lot of walkers were amputees come and work with us, and we're so grateful for them, for their service, and also just getting to work with them in a completely different context in their lives now. It's definitely a cause that I think many people involved in the show just want veterans to have get the care that they need after their service, and we certainly have had characters in the show that have had military backgrounds, and it's just something that we've always been interested in exploring, and a community that we're really grateful to.
Hey, Brian, out here. I was wondering, Danai, if you finished filming yet? Because I think this year, but last year, Andy already had. And if you didn't want to say. And if you haven't, how are you mentally preparing?
Either way I answer it, you're getting an answer, which you shouldn't be getting, right? Can't answer that. But I will say this. I'll say that the journey that Angela and her team constructed for Michonne I'm very, very grateful for, and it really. I said it earlier. You want to leave, having put everything out there, and they were so generous to me and allowed me that sort of an exit, and I'm very thankful for that.
Hi, this is Olivia from Minneapolis, and my question is for Danai and Cailey. So last season we got to see Judith jump from little Judith to older and more, got to do things. And I was wondering, what was it like developing the mother-daughter relationship with an older Judith? And now going into season 10, how is that changing or developing that you could talk about?
I mean, I think it's one of the most phenomenal things that this show has done. I was floored by the genius of introducing Cailey at the end of episode 5 when we just lost Rick. I was floored by the genius of that lady over there. And I will say my first impressions of Cailey remain the same as the current ones, which are she's pretty astounding. And there's just, I just don't know where you found her or what you did, but my goodness. And she also, I showed her a picture how she looks just like Sarah Wayne Callis, which is just a whole other angle that was just like kind of amazing. It was actually really, really, I found it so easy because she's such a pro, this young lady. And she came in and she knew she was the last kicker, like she just was. Like, of course, this is who she grows up to be. And, she had the hat, and she had the gun, and she had a little sword, and it just worked. Something just works. And you're like, wow, that's just magic. When something's just magic, as artists, we want to find the magic. You find it maybe 30% of the time. This was the magic. So, the beauty of it is, it really allowed me. I mean, I don't know why, but I'm thankful for the fact that she thinks I'm cool. So we hang really easy. I adore working with her. She's fantastic. Can't say enough.
Well, that's certainly more of a question probably for Scott Gimple and AMC and Angela, but I have to tell you, I read the comic book. I found it with him, but I thought it was brilliant. Maybe part of it is because I so appreciated that Robert Hurd thanked us, which he didn't have to do, but I love that it had a hopeful world. And, I was wondering how he was going to pull that off, and I thought it was brilliant. But we have a long way to go before we get there. The great thing about the television series is that, we can either jump ahead by a number of years, or we could play those intervening years out on the show. And, I think it will be a question of decisions made, at a higher level, but I think we have a great road now.
Thank you. Hi, question for Danai. We know now that you're leaving the show, but would you be open to playing the show again in the future, maybe into movies?
There we go. The unanswerable question. There we go. I see what you're trying to do. We're just going to move on.
I would be open to playing the show.
There you go. Family,
This question is for Angela. Trying not to put you on the spot here, but I had a question my wife actually brought up to me the other day when we were watching it. She said, honey, the human population's way down. They're obviously not reproducing at the numbers they used to. So that means the zombies are way down, the walkers. And we know that if they don't eat, they start to wither. What's going on? And I thought, well, my guess is there's still a lot more than
most part, the rules of walkers that Robert Kirkman set out in the comic. We do have some shades that are a little bit different. Like there's much more of what you call lurkers in the comic, where they are also dormant. We don't quite play that the same way in the show, although we have some of Michonne's pets that when they aren't actively eating, they sort of do lose a little bit of interest. But I think, there's also a hopefulness in discovering through the course of the series and books that there are more people out there than maybe people thought at first. So who knows what else is out there in the world.
But isn't it that they're dying? I love Walker science. This is so funny. But it's a soft science,
It is a soft
It's
science.
not chemistry or physics. I mean, there's so many ways to look at it.
It's magic.
It's magic. Because if we all have it, if we're all infected, then there are more that are coming along all the time that were, living and robust, and then they died just from natural causes or from being, knocked out or hit or whatever sickness. And then they're walkers if they're not put down. So that population is also consistently replenishing.
Increasing.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Is that Kenya over there? Yay! What a fantastic crew. Oh, man.
Beyond Michonne and Rick?
No, for the show, like for the show in general, since the comic is not, is the comic, they're not ready before.
Oh, right. So, there's still a good amount of issues left before the ending of the comic. I agree with Gale. I think it's brilliant. I think Kirkman owes such a debt of gratitude to him for providing such a wonderful roadmap. But I think what's been really gratifying about working on the show all these years is that the show has, there's that butterfly effect. Like, if things in the show are not the same as in the comic, so it's created branching storylines that don't exist in the comic. There's characters, like Carol died a long time ago in the comic. Daryl doesn't exist. There's, different, Michonne is almost more like Andrea from the books, and so there's been all these different roads that exist within the show itself, as well as the kind of the map that Kirkman has set out. But I think also the genius of what Kirkman has done with the comic is that he has created a series of possibilities of other roads. And so, we've got to work on it kind of a season at a time, but there's also a longer view always. So I think it's the short version is there's still a lot of stories left to tell.
First I just want to say it's nice that everybody else is catching up with strong female characters, but you two have been kicking ass for a long time before, and now just catching up. But playing off of that with you two, this is such a fraternity, and there's so much passing of time for mainstays to new characters on the show, especially for the two of you. The tutelage and the advice that you're now going to pass down, although I feel like she's the most wise little one of all time, so she doesn't really need advice, but what advice do you give with incoming characters that are going to take their time?
It's so true that a lot of the young women and the women who are cast in the show are very, they're like a Cailey. They're very self-possessed, and so that's how they came in clear and understanding what they got, what they had, and what they had to bring. So the conversations are more collaborative rather than passing things on and supportive. I do, I definitely do encourage folks to, in terms of, I think we all do that in terms of figuring out, understanding your story, your character story, and feeling like you can have conversations if you want to, and not feeling like there's this gap between them and going to talk to the creative team, who are very collaborative and very open-doored and very interested in hearing their thoughts, and that sort of encouragement, because there are times that I think there are environments perhaps where that is not encouraged. And that's not our world. That's not who we are as a family. And I think that's something that definitely we encourage each other to understand that we can come in and have our own wanting to process and wanting to process with the creators and with the writers, and they're right there to do it with them. And that allows, I think, more and more of an ownership. I can never imagine. I've never had a creative conversation that hasn't been beneficial. And so that's definitely something that we definitely encourage, because I think maybe girls and women out there at times we don't feel that we can find our own ownership and our own stride in our characters and bring our thoughts and grapple with them and think about it with those who are our bosses, etc. And so that sort of an idea is something that I definitely encourage folks to embrace, because that's who we are as a show, which is very special.
Say that what we've been blessed with on the show, and I really owe a huge debt of gratitude to our fantastic casting directors, is that there are a lot of shows where you see pretty faces and not a lot else. I think what makes this Walking Dead family so special is that everyone brings their heart and soul to the show. In front of the camera, behind the camera, in the writer's room, all the directors. This isn't just a job. This isn't just a paycheck. When you're part of the Walking Dead family, it's something much, much deeper, and that's what we want to keep going. And I have to say, we were also blessed to have Eddie Lincoln as a leader from the very beginning, who instilled that in all of us and always inspired us to reach for more, to find more, and to aim higher.
Huh? The what?
Trailer.
Oh, yeah. Another unanswerable question. Here you go. Go ahead. My reaction? Nice angle. It's great storytelling. I just have to hand it to my boss over there on the left and right. I gotta give a shout out to my boss to the right over there. It's some great storytelling, and it's some great storytelling, And I respect it.
Great all around.